Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Asiyah of Asiyah's Plant Life, and I'm so happy that you're here. So I have to tell you guys, I'm just showing off plants today. Maybe you'll learn something from these videos, but it's really just about me coming into your homes, talking about these 3 new plant babies of mine, and getting your feedback on how they look. Do you have one? How you care for them? This is really just a time for us to come together and share about plant love. On another note, I'm going to be talking about what's happening in our communities, in our country right now, not the pandemic of COVID-19, about what's happening socially and politically. I have this platform to share about plants, but as a woman of color, as a Black woman, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to reach out to you guys and to have a discussion about it. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm happy to show you these plants, and I look forward to seeing you in the video. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, so let's go ahead and get into talking about these plants. Now, these are 3 new plants. And listen, when I say new, I mean within the last 6 months. I consider my plant babies new plants until I've had them for around the 6-month mark. That's usually when I really get a hold of how to care for them and placement within the home. So these plants I've had for approximately 2 months or less, actually maybe about 6 weeks or less for the one that I've had the longest out of these 3. And I just want to chit chat with you guys. I want to show them to you because they're all so beautiful and they're unique, and these are the first plants that I've had like this, with the exception of one. I did kill one, and one of them was actually a gift for a super special occasion that happened in May. Well, this is actually still May, right? Yeah, in May. So I'm going to talk to you about that plant, and I'm going to tell you what that super special occasion was and how I've taken on a new role in my life. So I'm going to start with this beauty right here. Now let me come closer to the camera so you guys can see. And I apologize for the lighting, guys. We're packing to move, and this was really the only corner in the house that I could find to do this video that wasn't full with boxes. And it's a little hot outside today for me to be outside, so I'm in the corner and it's a little dark even though I'm using supplemental lighting. So I hope you guys can actually see this beauty right here. This is a Rex Begonia. Oh, you know, I actually have an Angelwing Begonia too. I'm gonna have to bring that one back in so you guys can see. But this is a Rex Begonia. This is my second time with a Rex Begonia in my collection, and I killed the first one, guys. I overwatered it. I didn't give it enough light, and I just killed that sucker like quick fast. I don't even think it lasted a month. So I've had this one now. This was a Walmart find, believe it or not, this beauty, for $5. $5. I got this plant, and it only had maybe about 4 at the most leaves. And I was able to bring it home. I repotted it. Had to actually put it in a pot with a drainage hole because this pot didn't come with a drainage hole. This was an IKEA pot, and for some reason none of their pots come with drainage holes, so we had to use our tile drill bit to actually put a hole in it. I repotted it into this pot, and it's just been putting up new leaves, blooms everywhere. This plant is gorgeous, is stately. To me, it reminds me somewhat of a Photonia or a nerve plant because of the variegations and also just the texture of the leaves. But I don't know what you guys are seeing there. I absolutely love, there we go. I absolutely love this plant. So this is my Rex Begonia, one of my newest plant babies, and it's gorgeous. How have I been caring for this Rex? So really simply, I water it when the soil is completely dry, like bone dry, pulling away from the pot dry, okay? I water it, give it a big, huge drink of water, drench it. I let it dry, drip, drain all the way out before placing it back into its position by the window. And I spritz the leaves once or twice a week. That's it. I haven't fertilized this plant at all. I haven't put anything on the leaves. You know, some of the waxy leaves, we've become accustomed to putting neem oil and things like that on it. I haven't done that. I don't think that this type of plant can withstand having anything placed on the leaves because of the texture. So I'm going to refrain from doing that. But watering it, it's probably going all the way dry now that the weather is warmer. Here in Georgia, we're in the 80s, so it's probably getting watered maybe about every 6 to 7 days. Whereas in the winter and the fall, well, I won't even say fall because I didn't have it in the fall, but in the winter, because I've had this maybe about 2.5 months now, maybe 3 months. So I was watering it probably about every 9 to 10 days. So it was getting watered a little bit sooner, a little more frequently than it had been before, and that's all I've been doing to it. So if you have some plant care tips about begonias, let me know. And for those of you that don't have a begonia, get one. They're so popular right now, you can get them pretty much everywhere. Like I said, I grabbed this from the Walmart Garden Center for $5, $500. You can get them everywhere. They're not just for the garden clubs, the master gardeners, the elderly, the old ladies that we might have thought of before when we associated begonias with outdoor gardens that the elderly love. Everybody loves begonias, so you can find one and you can bring one into your home. And then this one, let me show you this baby right here. This baby here, this is a Prince of Orange Philodendron, and you guys will not believe what happened to me. I became a mother-in-law at the precious age of 43. I became a mother-in-law. So I would say raise the roof, but I've been told that nobody's raising the roof anymore. I guess I'm showing my age. So just say congratulations to me, guys. Pump me up a little bit, made me feel good about becoming a mother-in-law at 43. My son, he's in the military. He got married to a beautiful, very sweet young lady. I'm so proud of both of them for what they've accomplished and for just taking the step into marriage at such a young age. So this was a Mother's Day gift, and I've wanted a Prince of Orange for some time. As you guys know, plants, especially when they become very popular, the price of them goes through the roof. And if you've been watching my video for a while, you know that most of my plants I spend less than $10 for because I buy them very small and just allow them to grow. There are a few that I've spent more than the $10, but for the most part, $10 or less. This plant, I won't even tell you how obnoxiously priced it was, but it was way more than $10. And my son and daughter-in-law sent this to me via mail for Mother's Day. I unboxed it and it literally just fell open. The leaves just spread open, and I have it sitting near a southeast facing window. It's getting bright indirect light and it just seems to be doing beautifully. Let me come closer so you guys can actually see this here. And this is why it's called the Prince of Orange, because of these orangey colored leaves. It's fabulous, and the wax coating that I feel on this is just amazing. I love philodendrons because they're stately, they're lush, they're full, and they can get to be very, very big. As you guys have seen with my baby Ruby, who is my Congo Rojo, or my red Congo philodendron. She's huge, and she was a small little itty bitty girl when I got her, and now she's a full buxom woman. So I do love philodendrons for that reason, because they're so stately and they're so beautiful. And this baby will always have a special place in my life because this is my first Mother's Day gift, and I absolutely love it. So who has a Prince of Orange? How are you caring for it? Do you have other philodendrons? What type of philodendrons do you have? And were any of them gifts? For those of you that are mother-in-laws or father-in-laws, do you get plants for those holidays, for your birthdays? Everybody knows the only thing I want is plants. So that's all they buy me. Don't send me anything but a plant, no jewelry, nothing for the kitchen, even though I like to cook. Send me a plant and we're gonna be best friends forever. Now this one right here, I got this exactly a month ago. This is a Sansevieria, and I know they done changed the name of them, but I'm gonna call it a Sansevieria. And it is a braided one. This is my first one like this. I do have other Sansevierias all throughout the house, including this beauty right here, the one that's more traditional. But this one is the braided one, and it's gorgeous. And look, let me bring it in closer to you guys so you can see it. Look at the braiding on this plant. It's literally braided, and it's beautiful. And you guys can see all the new babies that it's putting up. when we get to the new home, oh, and I have news, guys. When we get to the new home, I'm going to take out these little baby shoots that is put up, and I will repot them once we get to the new house. And I just noticed today that there's another little itty bitty one coming in right there. When I got it a month ago, it was just this part of the plant. That's it, just this. And over the last month, this is sitting in a kitchen window that does not get very good light. And it's been sitting there, and these little baby shoots have just been growing up. On this side, there's one coming up on this side as well. So yeah, when we get to the new house, I'm going to repot this one. I haven't found a pot for it just yet, but I'm going to repot it. And all the little babies, I'm going to repot in the same pots. They can grow up nice and full. I don't know how it's braided, so I won't attempt to braid these new babies as they grow, but I do have another Sansevieria that looks like this that's not braided in my living room. So I'm going to put this in another area of the house, but we're moving. I've accepted a nursing position in another state, and I haven't told anybody what the state is yet because I want it to be a surprise. But we're moving to another state in just days now. So I'm excited to show you guys our new home and just this new place that I'm going to be in after being in Atlanta for 14 years. Now, I will say this, guys, where I'm moving to, they're rioting right now. There's civil and social unrest all across the country. And not only do I understand it, I support it. And before you click off of this video, before you drop me a comment that is just whatever, let me explain to you. I am a woman of color. Doesn't matter how much I know about plants, how much education I have, what type of home I live in, whether I'm married, single, how many children I have, where I went to school, what my ultimate level of anything is. What matters is that I'm Black. Whether I have a husband, a wife, it doesn't matter. Before I'm anything else in this world, I am Black. And because of that, when my community is suffering, when people who look like me are being beaten down in the streets, when they're being maimed, when they're being killed at alarming rates by the police, while the justice system is not giving us justice, right? I can't go without speaking on it. And I know you guys are here for the plants, and I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you're still here and you're still listening to this. Doesn't matter if you look like me. It doesn't matter if you identify as a Black person or a person of color. There's something that all of us can do. Everyone, figure out what feels good to you and get out there and do it. And make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're taking care of your family and that you have provisions in place should something happen to you. Get your paperwork together as far as your will, your power of attorneys, your advance directives. Get those things together. Let somebody know in your home where they are. If you're going out to demonstrate, to protest, or even to riot, let somebody know where you are and what time you're going to be home. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. Trust me, y'all, I understand it. I almost didn't do this video today because I've been so beaten down and so broken by what's been happening in the community. And sometimes we feel like we're helpless, like nobody hears us, nobody understands our pain, nobody knows what it's like to wake up Black. No matter what you've achieved in the world, you're still Black, and that always precedes everything else. People don't always understand that, and while it's not for them to understand, we still need to live as a Black person and speak our truth. Whatever your platform is, use it to speak your truth. Some people might step away from it, and that's okay, because if they don't want to listen to it, then your message is not for them. But those that are listening to hear the message, make sure that you're speaking your truth. Be your authentic self. And as a Black woman, I am Black before I am anything else. Before I can sit here and share my tips about plants with you guys, I am a Black woman. Before I can give you a tour of the homes in my house or tell you that I'm growing a garden, I am a Black woman. I will never step away from that. I will never be ashamed by it, and I will never speak against my people because I understand why we do what we do. Now that I've said that, let me get you guys. All right, so this is the plant, the Angelwing Begonia. I completely could not remember the name of this plant, even though I could see it, I could visualize it in my front window. I just got this And that's why it's in this little, I call them mouthwash cups. I don't even really know what it is, but this is how it came. Let me get closer so you guys can see this beauty. I just ordered this. This was from one of my favorite online plant retailers. I actually found them on eBay a few years back, and I have stuck with them since. I have never had any issues with the plants that I received from them. They are all shipped on time and they're beautiful when they get here. This little beauty was a costly purchase as well. It was over my $10, but I figured, you know what, angel wings are beautiful. They get big and full and lush, and I just love how they look. It was an investment that I made into my self-care and purchasing this plant. So this is an Angelwing Begonia. Once we get into the new home, I will be repotting this one as well. It came in this little pot with that little drainage hole that they just popped into the bottom. I've been keeping it in here and watering it probably once every 3 days because the soil is getting dry. Like right now, if you guys can see, this soil is completely dry. It's ready for a big drink of water. And look at that right there. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can even see this. Okay, you can see now. Look at that right there. It's got a new baby coming in. It's got a new baby coming in. So I'm really excited about that. So this is the last new plant baby that I have purchased, and it's doing beautifully. So once I get to the point of repotting this plant along with my Prince of Orange Philodendron, I will do another video. And I think for these plants I'm going to use my DIY potting soil that has the bone meal and the worm castings. So maybe it'll be a two-for video, one where I'm mixing up the bone meal and one where I'm actually repotting. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for sticking in here with me as I went off track a little bit to talk about the social climate that we live in. I would love to hear your comments about it. Positive comments only, please, because I'm not in the mind frame where I can deal with any ignorance or ill speak about what affects me personally in my life, because I wouldn't make any ignorant statements or misspeak about things that affect you in your life. So if you want to be respectful about it, then please drop something in the comments and let me know what's happening in your community, how you're dealing with it, how are you maintaining your family, your own sanity, and upholding your regimens of self-care. Not only do I talk about plants here, I'm also talking about how they have helped me heal from past trauma, suicide, and depression, and just not the beauty of them, but just how they contribute so much to my life. And I hope that they contribute a host of things to your life as well. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead on over there and follow me. It's Asiyah's Plant Life on Instagram as well. I put up content very regularly on there, and on Sundays I have my self-care series where I talk about healing the soul, helping other women incorporate nature and horticulture into their lives. So I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.